Your mom got in trouble for something recently, though, right? What did you tell me yesterday? Are you willing to share this on the podcast? Because I think it's hilarious. It's a classic. It's almost like a sitcom situation.
I don't know that she wants
it's
me
a classic.
sharing what happened.
Well, we're not going to say her name, and she doesn't watch this, and nobody knows her.
Yeah,
Just that it's your mother.
It's my mom's business. I don't like to air my mom's business.
All right. What if we say someone we know?
Yeah, just edit out the beginning part.
What if we say someone's mom that we are an acquaintance with? How about that?
Someone who may or may not be in this room. His mother.
No, you don't want to share that story.
Nah, I don't want to air my mom's dirty laundry.
Oh my God, that's not dirty laundry. That's a hilarious story.
It's filthy.
You know how? Wait, let me ask you. You
It's
know how many times
filthy
I've talked
laundry.
about my mother on this podcast?
I know.
You know how many stories about my mother I've shared?
I know.
I'll talk about my mom.
Yeah. What is your mom like? Is she a funny woman? So.
She's all right.
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to say too much more about
Yeah,
my
you
mom.
both are very
Yeah.
protective about it. I will share my mom's dirty laundry. I'll put my mom's dirty underpanties and I'll just shake them out on camera
you-
and go, that's my mom's, this is my
Yeah,
mom's shit stained panties.
Yeah, you hoist her dirty bloomers up like they're sails on a ship.
And that's what she expects. Every time that we tell her we're doing a podcast, she goes, y'all talk about me the whole time, don't you? And I'm like, yeah, of course we do. You've provided us with so many great stories. Well, that's really sad that you're, that you protect your family in that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
I
the
know.
story,
It's one of my worst qualities that I try to protect my friends and family,
that you're loyal to your friends and
Yeah.
family.
I really feel like my loyalty is a hindrance these days.
It's just sad for our listeners because that story is, it is perfect.
Loyal and bossy. There you go.
Loyal and boss.
That's
Oh, that's what
says.
Oh, is that the traits of a Leo?
That's what it says here.
Yeah.
Leo, loyal and
I don't know if you
bossy.
can read that
See-
tiny print.
You've taken one of.
Zoom in.
I do like. So wait, Byron has. I didn't realize that's what you were talking about earlier. Byron has a Leo mug.
Yeah.
Yeah, Byron is into astrology.
Is he?
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen him make fun of girls who are into astrology, but he also does play. He
Yeah,
likes to
that's-
play into the Leo thing.
That's
too.
like the best form of deflection. It's like
He loves it.
Astrology, it's so freaking lame.
Yeah, it's really lame, but it is that time of the year when
But,
Mercury
like
is in
the-
retrograde.
Yeah, the third house is in Jupiter, so
Yeah, what is it now? We're in January.
Yeah,
Capricorn, Aquarius? I think
Yeah.
we're in Aquarius season right now.
yeah.
Aquarius season. I know almost nothing about astrology. Very, very little. I know that I am a Virgo, and I know that I'll say I'm a virgin, and then people laugh. That's it. Lauren, what are you?
I'm a Pisces, which is the fish, so I think it's like go with the flow kind of thing.
Can we look up
Yeah.
what our traits are supposed to be? Because I haven't looked at this in a long time.
I could tell you a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Virgos?
Virgo's an earth sign.
Vicious. They're vicious, right?
Uh,
They like
no,
to
they're-
air their family's dirty laundry.
Yeah.
I think that's just
what
a
do they say
Josh
about Virgos
thing.
and their mother's panties?
How do they feel
They're
about
very
it?
earthy. Just a lot of
of
dirt and mud and
A lot of
stains.
umami flavors coming from them.
yeah, something like that. But Virgos are very attentive to detail and very specific and like detail oriented, and like it's not surprising that you're technically
Yeah.
skilled and savvy. And
I am very detailed oriented. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
That checks out.
That checks out. What else? Anything else?
Virgo, remember this woman I worked on her farm very briefly. She was very into like astrological farming. So
Yeah.
like whatever sign the moon was in, she would do that to her garden. So if it
Oh.
was a water sign moon like Pisces or Scorpio, she
She's
would
like,
water.
it's time to water the plants.
And if it's a
Yeah.
fire sign, did she burn it down?
Yeah,
You'd,
slash
like,
and burn.
Yeah, cut shit down and dig it
Oh.
up or whatever.
Interesting.
Virgo, so she would say, like, if I was doing a job, she'd be like, "Don't Virgo out on it." Like I'm trying
Don't
to do
overthink.
like every little thing. She's just like, just do it and move on. Don't get too attached. And Pisces is the last sign in the whole cycle.
So that means we're the best.
Yeah, you're the wisest and the oldest, technically.
Checks out.
Yeah, like
That
so
tracks.
that's technically, I believe, when the new year is supposed to end. Is at the end of Pisces season. You know, then that's when the weather generally gets warmer, like March, April, and then it goes into Aries. And Aries is the first sign. It's a fire sign, very like hot, quick, fiery, get things going.
Well, I'm like, my birthday is like at the end of February, so I'm like the end of Pisces. So I must be like super wise.
I think
I must be like really smart.
Yeah, I must be like the best that's ever lived.
well, early March is also Pisces.
pretty cool.
I think. Like it doesn't go by month; it goes by. Like I'm a Scorpio. That starts October 23rd to November 23rd.
Yeah.
I'm October 27th, so I'm an early Scorpio. I'm on the cusp.
What do they say about Scorpios? What are some
You
character
sting people?
traits?
You sting.
Either you sting others.
Do you get a
or
stinger?
you sting
No
yourself.
fair. I want a stinger.
Yeah.
You get a stinger?
It's kind of brutal. I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. My thinking, Mercury. So each planet has its own.
Yeah.
Are you like hot-headed? Can you get like really angry really quick? Do you have like a quick fuse?
Well, I have an Aries moon. Moon is like heart. So I do have a quick temper in that way. So and then Scorpio, my Mercury's in Scorpio. Mercury's about thinking.
Yeah.
Communication. So it's very intense thoughts, or like I can really pierce people sometimes.
Nice.
But there's like I don't want to attack people, so then I've attacked myself, like mentally or otherwise, self-sabotaging things. Scorpio's like water. It's a fixed sign. It's like deep, contemplative.
It's
intense.
water. Scorpion is water.
Scorpio is water.
Scorpio, Pisces, Cancers are water. Virgo, Taurus, and what's the other one? Capricorn. Those are earth signs.
Okay.
Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius are fire signs.
Okay.
And then the air sign are Aquarius. What are the other two? Aquarius, Libra, and there's one more.
Shaquarius. Oh no, that's my friend.
Yeah.
That's my
I almost
friend.
changed my name to Shaquarius.
Shaquarius.
I'm gonna start doing stand up again.
Oh, yeah?
Say I'm like a gay, trans, black, femme person.
That'll get you booked.
Yeah.
It'll get you booked at every show.
I feel like. Do you think I could people pull that off? Like they go and do that?
If
You could do it if you minus the black one. For some reason, they don't go. They don't go with the transracial.
Yeah.
There's some. I'm sure that there is some people that would be like, nope, he's transracial, and we all need to accept it. But I have learned that is the one that they don't like to fuck with. They go,
Yeah.
like my mother would say,
Yeah.
No switching races. Makes you, as my mother would say, makes you a traitor.
Trading Races, that movie with Eddie Murphy, and Dan Aykroyd.
Oh man,
They did trade races.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elitists
to
homeless.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Reptilian to peasant.
Yeah.
They should do that again today with like somebody who works at like BlackRock and Vanguard.
Blackhawk.
Yeah, like
Biggest bank in the
Blackhawk.
world. Blackhawk is the most.
And they should have
lucrative.
to like trade places with somebody in Gaza.
Yeah,
And
I was
that's
thinking like I was thinking of like a trailer park, like poor like conservative MAGA guy, and then he has to switch with like a ultra liberal like rich fucking CEO of some company that sells weapons to foreign
Ukraine.
country. Yeah, exactly. Now that's a movie for you. Now that's a film.
That sounds like a fun be like Theo Von and Tim Dillon.
Yes.
These guys.
There you go. That perfect casting for that. That would be great. We're selling it. We're movie makers now. We're producers. I want to be a producer.
Is that a trait of a Virgo?
A
That
producer.
they've got a mind for the filmmaking business.
I think it's a little more Jewish than it is for.
No, Virgos have a tendency to sell mass weapons to large countries or small.
That tracks.
Or
that tracks.
decapitating people of color.
Wait, what?
is everybody.
Hey, did I say I was a Virgo? Shit. I am.
I don't get. When did they say like people of color, like white is also a color, right?
Yes, correct. Well, white.
like-
What, did they say white is the absence of color, or is that black? I forget.
Or is white the
White is the combination of all colors.
No, it's the absence. No,
the
it's
absence.
the combination.
No.
No, it's
It's different when you're talking about light and pigment because there's two different things. And then
you know what? Nobody wants to hear us talk about color
you want
theory.
to let's not talk skin. Let's not talk skin.
Yeah.
We're not talking about colored people. Is this the reptilian crass level on the Patreon that we talk about those things?
Only the $100 tier, and then we'll get deep into skin. I'll tell you that. We'll get right under your skin.
Jeez. They do that. Those reptilians. I think.
I love that there was a recent Kill Tony that Shane Gillis was on, and David Lucas started roasting him or whatever, called him a white something, and Shane Gillis just stands up and goes, "You want to talk skin?" All right. Anyway, well, welcome to Working Crass Podcast. My name is Joshua. This is Lauren.
Hey.
And we are back from a little bit of a break doing the podcast here, but we're happy to be back and gluing it to it. Glue it to it.
Glue it to it.
Glue it to it, baby.
Free.
It's gluten-free and delicious, that Working Crass Podcast. We are joined here yet again by our friend Luke. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us again, Luke. One of our most popular guests. Your last couple of episodes are some of our most viewed.
Nice.
They go out there.
Yeah.
Good.
You influence the people. The people want to see more Luke.
Yeah.
Good. I'm here for the people.
Now, our fans are bad people, but they want to see more of you.
Working reptilian class citizens is who I'm here to. I don't know.
Well, we got a couple weird stories here for everybody here. And this first one, Lauren sent over to me and was very, very passionate that we must talk about. We have to talk about this. And so we're going to talk about it. Tiny New Hampshire town is left in uproar over new diaper spa, where adults can roleplay as babies and enjoy an array of bizarre services like cuddle time and changing time for up to $1,500. The new spa in Atkinson, New Hampshire, offers to pamper all diaper lovers. Diaper lovers. Sorry, it's hard for me to say. Diaper lovers. Diaper lovers. That's when two babies meet and they fall in love. We were diaper lovers at first sight. She's my diaper lover. Services include a virtual play date at $200. So I guess that's what you Zoom call into the diaper spa in a diaper.
Yeah, I think they offer you one of those like Zoom backdrops to make it look like you're in a playpen.
You're in a crib.
Yeah.
A baby crib.
And then you can sit and like cry on the camera.
And nursery spa care at $300 an hour. Only $100 more. You can go into the physical location and go to a nursery spa. Now, is that where they nurse you? Do you get to suck a tit? You get to suck milk out of a tit at this thing?
$300.
$300 an hour?
That's a good deal.
That's a great deal. For milk?
$300
for
an
milkies?
hour.
For
That's
milkies?
a whole hour of tit sucking.
I know. For $300, you can
I would do that.
drink a lady's milkies.
You would
Depending on the lady.
Yeah, it depends on the lady. You got to see the lady.
I thought you were saying you would offer up your milk.
You're
Like,
like,
that's a good price.
that's good money.
I'll start selling.
I mean, if I could make milk, I'd make lemonade. Wait, I can make lemonade. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'll offer the lemonade for $150 an hour.
Well, it's the saying, right?
Yeah.
Like, when life gives you milk, you make lemonade.
I think it's when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And then
Yeah,
don't
when
cry over spilt milk is
Yeah.
another one.
But I think when life gives you milk, you open a diaper spa.
I think that's what they.
Yeah.
That's their saying.
When life gives you milk, you charge $300 an hour for people for grown men in diapers to come suck it out of you.
I wonder if they have to like prove that they're wearing a diaper for the $200 consults
Ooh, yeah.
over Zoom.
Yeah.
Like, all right, show us your diaper, and they have to stand up and show their ass. with
Let's
the
see
diaper
it.
on
Let's see it.
So
Show that dipe. Show
Show
that
that
dipe. Show
Show.
that.
Some of the residents living nearby have not held back with their concerns. There's grown men walking into this building in diapers. And I confronted one of them, and he said, "Goo goo gaga."
Get
What?
the fuck out. Yeah. So what's going on? Are they people come together? They can cuddle. They can like change each other. They can drink each other's milk. Or is it for dudes? Is it for men and women?
It better be for everyone, or else we got to go protest. Okay, it
You
needs
think
to be
it's-
equal opportunity for
Yeah.
everybody.
It's only certain colored pigmented babies.
Okay, let's be honest. It really is probably only white people doing this. I cannot.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine this not being only white people going in.
Only rich white people.
Exactly.
That makes perfect sense.
Diaper time.
Not exclusively though.
Not exclusively. Everybody's allowed in. It just happens to be that there's a lot of white people doing that.
There's just a high degree of crossover.
Is it only white people? It's a lot of white people. But is it only? It's just there's a lot of white people. There's a lot of Caucasian.
The Diaper Spa in Atkinson, New Hampshire offers to nurture and pamper all diaper lovers and enthusiasts in richly immersive experiences. Services, okay, we read this. Includes
Richly immersive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like when you walk in those doors, you are a baby boy. You are a sweet little baby child. Residents living nearby have not held back in voicing their concerns and even set up a petition in a bid to stop the facility operating.
Oh, what? They're mad that a bunch of creeps are running around in diapers in their neighborhood? What's wrong with that?
This must be a picture of the diaper spa. This is nuts. This is horrifying. First of all, for those who are listening to the podcast, it looks like security cam footage. So not only are you going to dress up in a diaper as a grown man and go lay in a crib, but there's a camera watching you do it.
Well, of course, they have to put nanny cams.
I guess you're
Well,
right.
they got to get stock footage for their websites to get more people in that are differently colored to appeal to the minorities of the diaper world.
Just go to twitch.com/grown adult nanny cam where you can see grown adult men going,
Yeah, I've heard of this like adult baby thing from
This
a while ago, but it's definitely some weird pathology going on.
Oh,
People
definitely.
not growing up and
It's childhood trauma. It's definitely some kind of like infant trauma.
unresolved.
Yes, yes.
Shit.
Something happened when you were a baby, and as an adult, you're like, well, I didn't get to live my baby life, so now's the time to live it, you know?
Right.
I feel like that's likely the case for a lot of people. Or some people are just normal. Hey, you know how you meet a normal guy and he likes to wear a diaper? Pay $200 an hour to do a diaper Zoom call.
I mean, $300 an hour for some tit milk.
for some
that's
milkies.
I mean, that's like the most healthy thing on the planet, really.
That's true. That's true.
That's what we all, if we're lucky, we grow up on
breast
drinking
milk.
Breast milk.
I was the only one of the 3 children that did not get breast milk.
Really?
And I'm jealous.
Why?
And when I watched my brother sucking on that tit, I went, lucky? Fucking lucky?
Damn.
I used to ask my mom, I go, is it chocolate milk because your nipples are brown? She would go, no. No, I was when I was born with I was born super premature, and my lungs were underdeveloped, and so when I took my first breath, my lungs popped, and so they had like a bunch of doctors and everything tell my parents that I might not survive. I was in the hospital for like a month after, and I had to take formula because I couldn't be breastfed because I was in intensive care for like a month. And look at me now. I'm still a weak bitch.
Shit, bro. Well, you survived.
I did survive. I have a nice scar here, but that's why I didn't. Did you breastfeed? Did your mother breastfeed you?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
What
so.
about you? Did you know?
I think so.
Yeah.
My one of my dad's friends, Rick Stern, he used to like
He
to watch.
breastfed you. One of my dad's friends, Rick, he'd come over.
My friend Rick, my dad's friend Rick. No, he would. I guess there's a story of him watching my mom breastfeeding me. Rick was he's known as the Wandering Jew.
Ah.
He's a
Interesting.
strange guy. He introduced me to the movie Fargo, which is like one of his favorite movies. And like anytime he travels anywhere, he brings a DVD of Fargo and Star 80, I believe.
Interesting. I already
Fargo's
kind of
really
like this guy.
He's good. He's
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
He's He used to go by Vic.
Ah,
So-
is he the influence on?
He's part of it. Yeah.
Interesting.
There's a guy named Nick Smith who I based a lot of the mannerisms off. And
Yeah.
I just named him Vic Smith, and he's not too happy about that. But
Yeah.
then it's like Rick, Stern, Vic. Rick, yeah, he's a fucking character.
Interesting.
I think he's out in New Hampshire. He might have.
He might be at
he
the.
might be behind
frequents?
this whole
We
scenario.
we scroll down. It's a big picture of Rick. You're like, yeah, that's him. Shit. Oh
he
man.
dabbles in the
Yeah.
diaper.
Yeah. Well, he's like, I
an-
gotta
he's an
watch those ladies.
entrepreneur, You know.
It's like I gotta watch those breastfeaters.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. That's cool. Went full circle there.
We should. We should. One of the next times we have Luke on, we should have him be Vic Schmidt. I think that'd be great. That'd be really fun.
Yeah,
Do a Vic
happy
Yeah.
Schmidt
to.
episode.
Yeah.
We haven't
Yeah.
done a lot of character stuff on here, but when we have, I've
It's
enjoyed
fun.
it. It's
It's
fun. Anyway, the website lists an extensive set of activities for the spa sessions, including playtime, story time, nap time, cuddle time, changing time, which that one raises a red flag for me, coloring,
I feel
nursery
like
rhymes,
they
and
all
singing.
should raise red flags for you.
Look. If an adult wants to grow up and do some playtime, story, more power. All of this, I don't care as long as you're not like fucking with other people's kids or telling other people what to do. Live your life and do what you want. But changing time, I just feel bad for the employees of this place that are like, yeah, grown men come in here, they shit in a diaper, and I wipe them down.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like the adult babies like change each other. It's like a form of.
no.
That gets
Gross.
messy. That gets
No?
messy.
Oh, that's scary. I mean, it could be the case, but
I'm just
ugh,
curious.
that gives me the shudders.
Yeah.
I mean, like cuddle time. Like, there's people that do cuddle parties and stuff.
Well,
Sure.
you
It's
you
more of
don't want to do cuddle time right after they've done changing time.
Whoop, Mr. Spot.
And coloring, you think like they color their skin to like try to trick people into thinking they're more diverse. That's kind of what I think.
That's really what the neighborhood is mad about. It's not so much that there is a diaper spa, but that it's not inclusive enough.
Yeah.
They go in this building, white men with diapers, and they come out black men with diapers.
They're
I'm
coming out
confused.
black.
I haven't seen one Puerto Rican diaper baby yet.
Yeah.
He came out mac and cheese colored.
All right, so it wasn't Rick. It was Dr. Colleen Murphy.
A doctor. Well, that's nice. Someone with more of an education than Rick came out here and said, let's start a diaper spa to serve all diaper-wearing individuals who seek acceptance, respite, and care. Am I saying that word right? Respite?
Respite.
Respite?
What is
Yeah.
that? Like retreat?
It's like
It's acceptance and care. It's just a synonym.
it's like
Sounds like a big word for a baby.
Yeah. I just want some respite.
Sounds like they got psychological issues, these people.
Maybe. In the summer, you can play with your water wings and floaties poolside. Oh, they got a pool for them to shit in their diapers. You know, when you put a diaper, I don't know if you've ever been to like a big public pool where people put their babies in with diapers, and then the diaper turns into like this thing where there's just floating white, like it's just gross. It gets all
it turns
it
into a
breaks apart.
flotation device.
No, it just breaks apart and it fills the water with that diaper material, that whatever fills the diaper that absorbs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And all that shit floats around and it gets in your mouth and in your eyes and stuff.
What are you doing swimming around in little kiddie pools?
And then I'm swimming around the babies going
Got like a
just
snorkel on in the fucking this tall. You're swimming, breaststroking in the foot tall water.
Why do I feel like
with
you've
shit
also
everywhere.
attached
Floating.
a GoPro to your snorkel?
hey,
Jeez.
who's gonna if I'm not gonna get the baby upskirts, then who is?
Oh.
Yeah. It's a nice niche, lucrative niche on OnlyFans that you've acquired. So yeah, down to
I am going to jail soon, but yeah.
Your Honor, I did not.
Yeah, Your Honor. I did
have
not
a
take pictures of
GoPro.
children.
It was my twin brother.
Well, this one
Who's
might
now
have to
black.
be a Patreon episode.
Nope, it's going out in public.
So here,
With your
that
last name
one.
attached to it. And at the end of the episode, we're talking about your mother. We're telling the story.
That's the cliffhanger.
You can picnic under the tree with your teddy bear, play marbles on the patio, or swing on the front porch swing and serve tea to your dollies on the porch. In the winter, we can make snow angels, build snowmen, drink hot cocoa from all of these things, by the way, you can do at home. You can just do it.
Yes, I think all these things you can do from the comfort of your own home. I also just think this doctor going about this completely wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I think she's doing all this to, like,
Make
you know,
money.
affirm the
Yeah.
traumas and make money. Yes, absolutely. But, like, coddle these people instead of doing what she should do and tell them to, knock it off.
Well, and I said this earlier, a lot of
Work-
times it's childhood trauma. We were both talking about this when they were in diapers or just getting out of diapers, and they want to feel that safety that they had before that. The SPA's policies page also includes a line that reads, "There is absolutely no sexual interaction." A bullshit.
Says Dr. Murphy is a physician and sexologist who was
Oh.
denied services of being offered as anything fetish.
Does not cater
Related.
to fetishes. Yeah. Yeah, there's no
Look.
fetishes at the building with all of the grown adult men wearing diapers.
Look, she who denied it definitely supplied it. That's what I say about
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
These are the...
But no, she should be making these people work through this shit instead of, coddling them and giving them exactly what they want and feeding their weird, habits.
So-
Free discovery. We should
She
do a
should,
free discovery call.
be like,
Yeah.
don't shit in your pants. Don't shit in your diaper. Take the diaper off. Feel the discomfort of not wearing a diaper.
Do you think we
Learn how to
could...
wipe.
Should we just pull up their phone number and give them a call and see what kind of services we can
I'll
get?
gladly talk to Dr. Murphy. What is that? DP and
God.
B, double penetration in bed. DP and B, diaper.
It's a diaper B&B. Welcome to Diaper B&B, a premier spa experience for the little one inside of you. We ensure a relaxing and rejuvenating escape, providing top-notch care and pampering services. Damn.
I wonder what this lady looks like.
I know it. Wait, I think it had...
Was that a picture of
I
it?
think this is Dr. Colleen Murphy. Which, and here she is pictured shitting her diaper.
Yeah.
They're asking her questions, and she's like, hold on.
Wow, it's $150 an hour for a live telephone call with the doctor. Wow.
And how can you, she says there's absolutely no way that there's, perverts getting through the system here. How can she really guarantee that?
On a live call where she's singing a lullaby. You're telling me you don't hear a couple little fat peps on the other end of the line ever? Ever?
Wow. She's a sexologist, huh?
And-
That's so strange.
Yeah. ABDL Nursery Spa Care. What is ABDL? Adult Baby Diaper Lover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, but that's the I believe that's the term, and we've looked this up on this podcast before, for the fetish.
Yep.
Even though here they said that this is not fetish related, but on their website they referred to the fetish terminology.
Yeah.
ABDL.
No, this is 100% a fetish zone.
I
Yeah.
know what I'm doing when I leave here. I'm going to
Putting on a
book me
diaper.
a free discovery call. See what I can discover.
It's strange. A discovery call. What does that mean? Oh my
God.
Lord.
No.
You're telling me
scroll.
this isn't fetish content?
Oh God. Please move past
First
this.
of all,
She's
I had
pointing
no
to
idea
tits.
women were doing this.
Oh,
And these are women who are paid.
Shield your eyes.
Lauren, I've seen so much worse than this. You couldn't.
Yeah, but it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, let's move past.
I would like to.
She's all skinny and
Paigey, a now 28-year-old from the East Coast, previously revealed that she spends a whopping $300 a month on diapers to cater to members of the group via online subscription service. Are you kidding me? There's nothing sexual about this person's online subscription service?
Ugh.
There's nothing sexual about the girl lifting up her top to reveal her bottom breast.
Just
There's nothing sexual about this?
Oh,
There's
God.
nothing sexual about this?
I can't.
This person laying on their side, pooping their diaper, filling it up.
Oh,
This is absurd to say that there's nothing sexual about it. Some people just don't understand why an adult would want to act or live like a child. I know, it's to get hard and to come.
I came in my diaper. I came and pooed in my diaper.
I did cummies in my diaper. I don't respond to negativity. It doesn't warrant a response. I'll keep fucking these adult babies until, and I don't care who calls me out on it. It's negativity, and I won't warrant it. Lines of consent are really important to me. In my daily life, I don't push my lifestyle on anybody else.
Except my neighbors.
Except the neighbors who have a big problem with what I'm doing.
Except every one of my neighbors who doesn't
Except
want a
for-
line of perverts standing outside my door.
Yeah, and all the picket signs. The stand with Ukraine. Come join our baby diaper.
You think there's a high
Adult diaper.
crossover between those and the adult baby diaper lovers?
Yeah.
They sell adult diapers that are
Similar,
Ukraine colors.
Honestly, that's who we should maybe be sending to the front lines is the adult baby diaper lovers.
Maybe.
That will strike fear in the hearts of anyone.
That's true. You're standing. You're trying to protect your country. Okay, you're in the army. You're standing in the front lines. You're about to shoot, and you see coming over the ledge a bunch of adult men in diapers. You're gonna go. I can't shoot them. I can't shoot them.
They have a bunch of guns in
Yeah.
their diapers. Little do they know.
I'm scared. Yeah. Yes, they're gonna take those diapers off.
If you're willing to walk into battle in just a diaper, I think it's about as much of a real man as you can be. You're ready to fucking kill some people.
Definitely, you're prepared to die too.
Defending your honor.
There's absolutely no coverage there.
No.
No protection. The comments have not been moderated. They needed us to know that. Well, that's good to know. I want to see the comments, but they are loading indefinitely, so
Yeah.
I don't
See
think
what
we'll
else
be able
we
to.
got.
Yeah.
Let's move on here. I did find a video from the BBC. Not the popular pornographic category. That was a stupid joke. And I just accidentally exited it out because this computer is completely frozen. Let's try this again. Let me go find it. Do you guys remember wearing diapers at all? Do you remember like what it felt like to wear a diaper?
No, I think that shit's whack.
Byron and I wore diapers in Dallas for a sketch comedy show, a musical that we were in, and we
Oh,
started
nice.
the show coming out with diapers on.
Yeah.
Did you guys scissor bang each other by the end of it?
Yeah,
it
I mean,
like
we did a little poo poo pee pee play. You know, he peed in my butt.
It's actually that was the first show that my mom went to see Josh perform in. It was the
Oh,
first time she
wow.
ever saw him perform.
Oh, now we can just share stories about your mom.
I think that's more dirty laundry about you.
Oh,
than
no.
my mom.
All right, cool. We have this this story here. So disgusting, tone deaf, and completely unnecessary. Uber Eats is facing backlash after its Super Bowl advert appeared to make light of a man with a peanut allergy. The premise of the advert, which also features David and Victoria Beckham and other celebrities, is about people forgetting things. One charity said it was disappointed to see the company use allergies as a joke. So, disgusting, tone deaf, and completely unnecessary. I just wanted to take a look at this video and see if you guys agree with that assessment here. All right, here we go. And I want to make sure that we can hear it too. Oh, come on.
Some backlash. The new ad, which millions of people will watch on Sunday during the Super Bowl, is called Don't Forget Uber Eats, and it's all about people forgetting things. It features David and Victoria Beckham, who joke about her being Pepper Lady in the Paprika Girls, and Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer are in it too. But it's this scene that hasn't gone down too well with some people.
There's peanuts and peanut butter? Oh, it's the primary ingredient.
People on X have been calling it out, with one person calling it disgusting, tone deaf, and completely unnecessary. A charity said it was surprised and disappointed to see the company use allergies as a joke. And another in Canada is calling for the scene to be cut entirely. The ad appears to try to cover its joke by stating, please don't forget there are peanuts.
Somebody needs to make a list of like all of the things that people say you're not allowed to make fun of, and then it's just like 500 things, and they keep scrolling down until the very end, and they're like, all right, peanut allergies is next. They have a TikTok trend. I don't know if you've ever seen these, but they'll ask girls like, what's your biggest ick in a guy? Like, what's the biggest thing that you don't like about guys? And they'll be like, like when he breathes, it's really gross. And then they'll
I'd
like,
say-
and the guy will open his notes app and scroll through all the things that women don't want men to do, and it's like 500, and he's like, don't breathe. It's the last thing.
I'd say go to a diaper spa. That would be a big ick for
that
me.
would be that would be something that Actually, no, that's not a deal breaker. That's pretty hot.
Wait, so what are people...
They're mad that I guess there's a joke in this ad, in this Super Bowl ad, where the guy's eating peanut butter. He's clearly having a severe allergic reaction. He goes, "Oh, there's peanuts in peanut butter?" Which, is it a funny joke? Nah. But is it offensive in any way? No.
I mean, it's pretty stupid. Like,
It
if
is
you're allergic
stupid.
to peanuts, you would know that.
You would know that.
And, like, I don't know.
It is pretty stupid.
I
didn't
just
watch the
think,
Super Bowl
as
either.
somebody
Same.
who has a lot of allergies, I'm literally allergic to the cold. Josh can testify to this.
Yes, you break out in hives
I
when
do.
it gets too cold.
I have a lot of allergies. Who cares? Get over yourself.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. Well, it's just like you're allowed to make fun of peanut allergy of all things. You know, peanut allergies I think are the funniest allergies because they are like they're the ones that are self-inflicted. Like if you avoid peanuts in early childhood, that's what creates a peanut allergy. You can give an infant things with peanuts in it to protect them from getting a peanut allergy in the future. Isn't that the case?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Something like that. Am I a scientist? No. But do I kind of know what I'm talking about?
Well, I could tell you about... I've been learning a lot about allergy. Well, not a lot about allergies, but like just health and food stuff in general.
Yeah.
And it all starts in the gut and
Yeah.
like healing the gut. And pretty much all physical or psychological issues stem from leaky gut or
Mhm.
poor gut health.
Definitely.
And
Is leaky gut the same thing as anal leakage? Is that the same thing?
I
No.
don't think so.
No.
anal leakage is like probably right out of the butthole.
Yeah.
But,
And
like-
right into the diaper.
But it leaks from the gut to the anus.
Does it?
Well,
I don't
it would
know.
have to, right?
Leaky gut is like you have your gut lining, and then most of us have compromised gut linings because of the bullshit food and the chemicals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a hole in your gut, then you don't fully digest the food. The food will leak out of your gut, and then the body will see that there's food outside of where it should be, like inside the gut wall, inside your intestines and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, oh, that's not food. I'm going to attack it. And
Yep.
then that's like inflammation, allergies, what all these symptoms comes from that pretty
Leaky
much.
gut.
Now, who's more prone to getting a leaky gut, a Virgo or a Pisces?
I would say
It depends
both.
on who.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody.
Depends on what they eat. Which one eats more McDonald's?
Or just like, you go to a supermarket, oh, organic. Like, no, it's not.
Oh yeah, there's pesticides and
If
all
you're-
kinds of shit.
I mean, you're growing it in your own backyard. That even depends on the soil in your backyard. But
Yeah.
I've been eating a lot more meat and stuff, and I've been
Yeah.
getting it from real farms.
Nice.
But like, going to a fucking supermarket, they can just lie up their asses.
For sure. Yeah.
And then we're eating they feed animals antibiotics and like,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fucking slaughterhouses and put pesticides and herbicides on the plants. So
Right.
I think the peanut allergy thing is really curable. If everything's curable, if we heal our guts.
Yep.
Huh.
Everything.
I agree. That's what I've read about peanut allergies too. Is that like overall they just come from the fact that your body doesn't know how to process those peanuts, or what are they, legumes? Is that what a peanut is?
Yeah.
A peanut is a legume.
Yeah.
And so
it's
it has
fungal.
It has trouble
tendencies.
processing that because as in early childhood, you were not exposed to it at all. But if you expose the child to that, their body learns how to take care of it, and then they don't have a peanut allergy. But anyway, don't make fun of them. No jokes about peanut allergies, and you're not going to get any here on Working Crass either. I just liked this. I liked this because every comment was like, how do people get by in life when something like
Yeah.
this bothers them? Grow a pair.
Yes, I'm on that wavelength. I'm just
Yeah.
like learn to let things go and like know that you're not so self-important that if somebody makes a joke and it's not going to crush your spirit. Like
Well,
you can keep on going.
it's
live
like-
life.
Your
Well, it
tax
crushes
dollars.
their spirit.
Yeah.
They're weak. That's why they
Yes.
adult babies running around out here.
It's the adult
Literally.
babies that are, yes, literally.
It's like
I would
Yes.
say it's probably the adult
Weak
babies who are complaining about joking about allergies.
Totally.
Definitely
100%.
adult babies.
Well, it's like our tax dollars go to funding foreign wars, yet you're mad that the Super Bowl commercial made a peanut butter joke. It's stupid. There's
Yeah.
greater things to be offended by than
Right.
joke about peanut butter. Maybe look at your own government. or maybe your own parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
or
like
the food that you're eating every day.
Sure, yes.
How they're yeah.
Yeah.
100 other things to be offended
Yeah.
by. I don't know.
Solving your gut biome will solve everything.
Sure,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Yeah, fixes everything. Student
Anyway.
loan debt,
So,
yeah, might help.
geopolitical crises,
well, I guess we got a pretty good
everything.
freak-themed episode here. So let's talk about let's talk about this lady here. I'm head over heels in love with an oak tree, but it isn't about sex. Just like the diaper spa, not
Nothing
about sex.
sexual.
Nothing
I
sexual.
will say the title of that does sound like the title of a song from the 60s, like a folk song.
I've fallen in love for an oak tree. I'm head over heels in love with an oak tree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm head over heels in love with an oak tree, but it isn't about sex. But then she also calls herself an ecosexual, but it's not about sex.
Making love at the old oak tree.
She looks like an ecosexual.
Well, okay, let's see what she has to say here. And I'll say this: no judgment, guys. Let's not judge this lady, okay? Let's try to keep an open mind and think
she
about.
looks like somebody I wouldn't judge.
Yeah.
When she goes like that. It's not a Jewish thing. It is an odd, like a cartoonish nose.
Yes,
You know, someone I have
yes.
empathy for.
Totally, for sure. Yes. Just because she looks like she is the CEO of the Jewish Foundation does not mean that we should make fun of
She
her or
looks
judge
like,
her in any way.
She looks like she would hang out with Bert and Ernie. That's kind of what the vibe.
What?
Bert, you ever talk to an oak tree, Bert?
Moving in the year of a pandemic put just tremendous weight on my partner and me, so much that we nearly destroyed each other. In this time, I developed several coping mechanisms, and among the healthier of them was
And
taking
one was
daily walks
taking
on
a
this
tree branch and shoving it up my snatch. And it felt really good.
It's a very healthy coping mechanism.
marsh swamp that is near my house. These were therapeutic walks. I would cry in the rain, I would talk to my friends, and I would come up with these massive epiphanies about my life and how I wanted it to be. One of the most significant was the realization that I had been craving that rush of erotic energy that comes when you meet a new partner, and that it is not sustainable. It doesn't last. We are human. We cannot keep up with that energy forever. Yet I believed it was possible. I believed I could tap into that erotic life force
But it's not sexual.
somewhere.
It's
And
erotic,
around the
but it's
time
not
of this
sexual.
epiphany, I began to notice that about the half.
First of all, I'm not following anything this woman is saying. I mean, it's all just gobbledygook. But
Yeah.
and also, if you're watching the podcast, I apologize for the terrible quality of this video. It turned into just a single pixel at some point
Well,
there.
she is filming from inside the hole of an oak tree, so
Not great service in there. All right, let's
Yeah.
finish this up here.
Waypoint in my walk, I would pass a grove of oak trees, and one particular tree in that grove called to me. So I began to stop daily at this particular oak tree, and I began to lean against it, began to hold it and feel held by it, and I noticed that I was experiencing erotic attraction.
But I thought she said, and it's not sexual. And now she's saying, I'm experiencing erotic attraction. Erotic, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. Is erotic attraction sexual?
I mean, I thought it was.
I thought it was too. If you fall for a tree in the woods,
This is
does it make a sound? A self-proclaimed ecosexual.
No, but an ecosexual does. They make a lot of noises.
yeah. In the middle of a fucking city park, children playing 100 yards away. She just rubbing her dark nipples on the fucking coat.
Whoa. A self-proclaimed ecosexual took nature loving to the extreme after becoming infatuated with an oak tree, which she says fills her with erotic energy. There was an eroticism with something so big and so old holding my back. Sonia Semyonova, 45, told of her forest fetish. Why are they allowed to put "it's not sexual" in the title of the article if it's referred to as a fetish, it's referred to as eroticism?
They're just trying to say sex as much as possible.
I think you're right.
And I think what they're doing with this is trying to make communing with trees weird and sexual and fucked up, but it's actually probably one of the most ancient and necessary things for humans to be doing.
Sure, unless you're like taking all your clothes off and putting your dick in the tree.
Yeah, but like you hug a tree.
Yeah, for sure. You can hug a tree.
Qigong.
You should read a book under a tree. You should
Yeah.
spend your time in the
Did-
shade of a tree.
did-
You should breathe in the oxygen that the tree
Yeah,
provides.
we'd all be dead if there weren't trees in there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I think that's what they're trying to sway people and make it weird and sexual and like
Yeah.
the roots. I was just watching a video today about a guy talking about, how would you go up and hug a tree, or would you think people will think you're weird? Like there's just weird energy around like
Well,
the
I hug
energy of
my
trees.
friends, but I don't hump them and then breathe really heavy. There is
Yeah.
a difference.
She's inverting it sexually, which is what they do to everything on this
Yeah.
planet.
For sure. For sure.
And
It also depends on where I am if I would hug a tree. Like if I'm out on a nature walk, I don't mind hugging a tree, especially if it's a beautiful tree. Or I'll just appreciate it and maybe, stand around it for a long
Yeah,
time.
gaze
pee on it.
gaze at
Gays
the
love the tree? What are you trying to say here? What are you saying about the gays?
'Cause
You said gays 3 times in a row?
I was trying to say gaze
You're talking
upon
about
the
the
tree.
gays?
Oh,
Gay
okay.
trees?
Oh, okay. You're talking about gay
Treegasm.
trees. Yeah. Okay, I see now.
They're turning the trees gay. Trying to stop repopulating the trees. They're trying to kill us with the carbon tax.
An ecosexual is defined as a person who finds nature romantic, sensual, and sexy. Okay, I find nature romantic, maybe even sensual, but then it's like sexy. And then I don't find the nature, I don't know, I find nature to be romantic, but then it's like, I don't find the nature, I'm like, oh, that grass has fucking got me going. That grass made me hard, man. I don't know.
Look at the shit on the side. I was a dominatrix who used to spank men with Bibles. Now I'm a celibate Sunday school teacher.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
save that for
It's not
another
about
episode.
sex, though. Yeah. That sounds like, you can come full circle in this lifetime and be forgiven by
Yeah.
your one true Lord and Savior, Jesus Cristo. He was Mexican, actually. They say he was Arabic. He was from
Yeah.
the Middle East, but he's actually Mexican.
Yeah.
I can attest to that because I look like white version of Jesus. I'm cash flow Jesus.
Cash flow, Jesus.
I was selling Bibles to dominatrixes left and right in the meatpacking district when I lived there.
I got to remind myself that's the name of this episode, Cash Flow Jesus. I love it.
Yes, that's my new album.
That's a great album name, too. Cash Flow Jesus.
Nobody steal that. I'm gonna make that album one of these days.
Okay, she also specializes in erotic storytelling. She
How convenient.
said she lay eggs, or I'm sorry.
She lays eggs on the giant oak tree.
I mean,
She that's what the nose is. She's a fucking chicken. This fucking chicken bitch author writing books under a tree laying eggs.
I knew she was a chicken.
She's laying pasteurized eggs from her fucking robot womb.
She lay eyes on a giant oak tree while on her daily nature strolls during the lockdown. She was walking a path near the tree 5 days a week for the whole winter. Noticed a connection with the tree. I would lie against it. So far, that's okay. That's okay. I'm trying to figure out if she's the one who's sexualizing it or if the story is sexualizing
or if the tree, if the tree initiated.
The tree was asking for it. I can tell by the tree.
it. Did you see what the tree was wearing?
I was just standing there minding its own business the whole time, its whole existence for hundreds of years.
She's like cat calling a tree. Hey there, Poppy.
Papi, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is weird.
She says she loves the feeling of being tiny and supported by something so solid, and the feeling of not being able to fall. That's
Yeah, she's an erotic author.
Yeah.
She's gonna sexualize shit.
Yeah, I've been craving that rush of erotic energy that comes. Didn't she say she was married? What does her husband think about all of this?
Yeah, he's probably a soy boy. He can't really get it hard anymore, so she has to get her rocks off under the tree.
He's like, she makes me dress up as the tree.
I had to collect bark and twigs the whole week and then make a suit out of it for our Sunday fun day, and then I have to throw it out and get a new, then collect the whole week. And she makes all the money though. She's got a good deal going on Amazon.
Sex
And
in their
Audible.
house, inside of their house is like an improv show. It's like, I'm a tree.
I'm a whale.
So that's every improv show
no,
I've ever
go back
seen.
to a tree.
I'm
You-
playing a tree now. The presence I feel with the tree is what I'm looking for, but that's a fantasy with a person. Wait, I'm sorry. The presence I feel with the tree is what I'm looking for, but that's a fantasy with a person. I've been craving that rush. Oh, so she's just saying that she feels a connection with the tree, but she does crave that kind of connection with a person. And she's
Which is
married, and
not
her husband reads this,
sustainable.
and he goes, wow, I wish I had that fucking connection with my own goddamn wife. I wish my wife had a fucking connection with me that she has with a fucking tree in the backyard.
These salacious plant cravings might seem like a perversion.
That's what the article is saying, though. All of her stuff is actually, I mean, she said erotic a couple times, but she seems like maybe she's just kind of like a free spirit, hippy dippy kind of person. She loves this tree. And the article is like, look at this weird, perverted lady. Look at this, the forest fetishist explained. A big misconception is that ecosexuality means sex between people and nature. It's a different way to explore the erotic. To watch the changing of the seasons is, to me, an erotic act. You go from death in winter, and then everything comes alive in the spring and mates. Actually, I think what the issue here is she's married, she has a husband, but she hasn't fully admitted to herself that she's a lesbian. Because I've only ever met lesbians who are like, me and this tree, and I feel you've seen these ladies out in the park dancing with a tree and just like
No,
I think her
believe-
husband's a weak bitch boy, and she needs some fucking support from a real masculine presence. So she's, she's talking about in the
totally. I think her husband needs to buy a gun.
yeah, and get a
Not to
penis
do anything. I just think it'll make him a little more man.
yeah, she's not being held by anything strong or supportive. Apparently,
This guy never has morning wood because she would fall in love with it like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh man.
yeah. They're just trying to sexualize everything. That's like how we know it's confirmed society's collapsing. They're trying to sexualize everything. They're fucking with gender. They're fucking with the kids. They're fucking with the money. I mean, they've been doing this, but now it's
And now they're fucking the
blatant.
trees.
Yeah, they fuck everything. They
Yeah.
inject sex into everything.
Well, I've been trying to read the comments for everything that we've read today, and they completely crash every time. We're reading the popular stuff here, the stuff that have so many comments that it's crashed. There's a reason we want to
Too
go
many
for.
slurs. That's why it crashed.
Yeah, leaf peeper.
They
That's
did
a
call her
newest
a
slur.
leaf peeper in here. Yeah. The extreme leaf peeper claims that ecosexuality is already present in a lot of people. I think what she's talking about they should call it something else. I think ecosexuality is sexualizing what this is. A connection with
Yeah.
nature isn't an ecosexuality. It's just a part of our own nature.
I
It's
feel
just
like it's eco-spirituality.
boom.
Like she feels a
Eco-spirituality.
spiritual bond with
Yeah.
nature.
Then we can all relate to that. I think that's
Yeah.
fine. It's calling it ecosexuality. People are like, you fucking pervert freak.
Yeah, if she's like licking the tree or
Yeah.
fingering the tree, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Goes over to the tree and like opens up a little part of it.
Just licking the sap out of the tree.
Now you can't say you've never seen a tree that looks like it has a vagina on it though. Have you seen those trees? You know how some trees have like a thing in the side, you're like, that looks exactly like a vagina.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been there.
yeah.
There's one in Humboldt Park that
Yeah.
it's
You-
a very
You've left a few
juicy, like,
deposits.
peach. I tried. It's a lot of people around, you know. It's kinda, I need privacy for my ecosexuality.
Which park is this?
In Humboldt Park,
Humboldt Park. Okay, very nice.
there's one. Is this tree? It's got this big, like, juicy peach vagina looking thing. It's very strange.
It's true. It's strange. I've seen trees that look like they have buttholes too, like just like a little butthole on it. That's like perfect, a perfect little asshole.
Yeah, I mean, there are beings, you know.
Yeah, but they don't
Very
poop or piss out of any of these things. They're just like visual.
They have sap.
Yeah.
They have.
Oh, I
roots.
love when they leak a little sap.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's leave the trees alone.
hey, you could pay $300 an hour to suck the sap out of to let a tree nurse you.
Breastfeed from the tree.
Oh man, there's a reason we want to go for picnics and parks and hike in nature, so you can suck on them branches.
I actually said that in an improv scene once.
Said
I
what?
said, suck my branch. And then the dude,
Yes.
the dude put his mouth on my finger.
Oh,
When I
really?
was doing those nursing home improv shows.
Oh, yeah.
I never met the guy, but he ended up coming to the show and performing. He was very
Wow.
funny, but yeah, it was for all these old people.
Wow.
Literally
And,
coming to the show, like climaxed right when you
It
asked
might,
him that.
hey, I mean, he might have. I didn't ask.
Was he like, great show? I loved sucking on your
Yeah, it was
finger."
weird. I felt my finger for like, I mean,
Yeah.
he got like up to here, you know.
Wow.
He got like way up. I was my finger felt uncomfortable
For sure.
like an hour or 2 or 3.
That's a bold move.
I mean,
Because he doesn't know
asked
where
him-
your finger's been. You could have put your
No.
finger right up your asshole right before that set.
Well, that's a man towards the end of his life. He doesn't care anymore. He's
Well, it
just,
wasn't an
He's at
old
the end of
man.
his
living.
rope.
Yeah.
Well,
it wasn't an
was-
old man. This was a performer, right?
Yeah.
Or was he old as well?
No, he was just a
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know
I-
how old he was, but
Yeah.
he was a performer.
Oh, I thought it was literally one of the nursing home residents
No,
sucked
No.
your finger.
that would have
Hey,
been weird.
that would have been hilarious.
It was weird, but it was. I remember seeing this guy on a Facebook thread getting upset about something. You know,
Oh, yeah.
kind of a NPC type of improv response, getting upset
Yeah.
about, you know.
Sounds like
Whatever.
improv for you.
Yeah.
You know, Byron and I have been doing a lot more shows lately. We just decided to start getting back into doing shows, and so we've been getting
Nice.
booked for a lot of them. And we did a show recently, and a lot of people came up to us and said that it was good. And this girl came up to us, and 3 times in a row, she said, "It's just not fair that you guys are white and funny." And I'm like sitting there going like, well.
Whoa.
And she said it like the first time I was just like, haha, you know, hey, sorry, I'm white. And then like second time she said it, I'm kind of like, yeah, I guess that's weird. I don't know. And then
third time you pulled down your pants and showed her your diaper. And
Yeah.
you're like, see, my life isn't all easy. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Wait, she
I
said it,
pulled my pants down and go, get away from me.
she said it's not fair.
Violently jerked off in her face. I said, get away from me. Stop talking about white people like that. Don't you
Can't
talk
say
about white
hard.
people like that. No,
She-
I
she
thought it
said
was
it's
so
not
weird.
fair
Yeah, it's not
that
fair
you're
that you
white
guys
and
are
funny.
white and funny.
What color was her skin?
White. She was a white girl.
Of course.
Yes.
I would love to come to your guys' shows and
Definitely.
also perform.
Absolutely. We'll let you know.
Oh,
Well, I haven't
'cause-
been running any shows. We've just been booking ourselves on other people's shows, like asking to get booked
Yeah.
on. But if we run another one, we'll absolutely book you as
Or
well.
let me talk to those people because I
For
kind of
sure.
want to like take a big shit on the stage, like in
Hell
front
yeah.
of everybody about all this PC shit because I don't feel like I called to
Okay,
be
in that
a
case-
career anymore.
In that case, I'll pick somebody. I'll send you somebody who like I don't like, and so that you can go.
Oh, yeah, I'll say I do this
You could go
character.
destroy their show. I would love that.
Yeah, I could just tell them that I'm like gay and lesbian or whatever. and-
Ecosexual.
yeah, I'm an
Ecosexual.
ecosexual, exploring, my whatever. Whatever
Exploring
the,
my holes on stage.
yeah, and I just show like I'm a femme leaning, whatever the fuck. I don't know the terms anymore. That they're these like
Sure.
They
Yeah.
like hyper focus on all these sexual subcategories.
For sure. Yeah.
That's when I saw you guys at the Lincoln Lodge, like that was like 2 years ago almost, and that woman was doing stand up about like how she was a specific type of, and like even this, it's all people are so focused on sex and sexuality, and they're not focused on we're paying this much in taxes, they're putting this in the food, these people are dying in those countries, they sent how many billions of dollars or millions to Ukraine.
Yeah.
We could have spent it all on.
Yeah.
I just saw some.
How many
video.
diaper spas and how many neighborhoods are going up?
Yeah, I mean, how much we could spend that money that they're sending to Ukraine and open up like how many of our own diaper spas
Yeah.
and make a shitload of money
Yep.
and then go, on more Greek cruises and stuff.
Yep, absolutely. Or going and seeing the world just in general.
Right. And actually get a taste of what the fuck's going on the planet rather than your fucking internet screen with the whatever people are telling you to be offended about.
Definitely.
Sure.
And also your own identity. Like it's like being so obsessed with what your own identity is and like letting everyone know that I am this identity is like it kind of ignores other people in general. It's a very selfish way of thinking because it's like, oh, all that matters about me is how I identify and what I think of myself
It's
as.
my peanut allergy, and you can't joke about it.
Exactly.
That's all that matters.
Exactly. But I find that a lot of those people, when you start talking to them, they don't listen to you. They're not good friends. They're snake-like people because it's like they don't care about other people. It's about them. It's always about them. It's never about how they treat other people or the people around them or their families. I mean, I've talked to so many people that have just completely like dropped their families completely and like excommunicated them,
Yeah.
especially like activist types over politics, which I'm like, that's a weird thing to drop your family over. I mean, I'm not saying that I know that other people drop their families over much worse things, and I think that is what it is. But politics is so weird to me. That's so weird to be like, oh, my family, they have a different political idea than I do, so I don't talk to my mom and dad anymore because they voted for Trump or whatever. I'm like, that's so strange.
Well, it's funny you said snake-like because, I mean, politics, I definitely believe that's where, like, the reptilian beings, that's where they thrive. That's like the cesspool. That's how they tricked humanity, was like running this system to control us. And then they put out these implants, literally in our physiology and our chakras and shit. Like we have reptilian implants. I believe that. And
Or
like
they
the brainstem,
speak to our
brain,
reptilian impulses. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Narcissists.
I'll have to look into that.
I mean, so like
no,
the people,
you
David
already
Icke will
know
tell
it
ya.
well.
So these people that have like their flight or flight
I gotta make a few phone calls. I feel like
locked in, like they don't have the ability to listen if they're too activated or too locked into some idea.
Yeah.
And this like hive mind that's
Yeah.
pushed out by this reptilian type energy is like so. It sucks on so hard to people with like this lack of empathy or inability to listen to people.
Yeah.
And it's deeper than it's a much deeper than we're made to believe,
Yeah.
and that we're capable of as a human. But like spiritually, we're all a part of this, and we're all playing our part.
Yeah.
But I can't. I mean, I could probably do it now, but I didn't know how to interact with those types anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't even.
It's
I need
tough.
to get the fuck out of here.
It's tough because it always makes you feel like you're in a confrontation like all the time. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Going up and like, oh fuck, I'm a straight and white. Are they gonna?
Yeah. Yeah, that was so strange. I ended up, I was like, that girl who said that like multiple times. By the end of it, I just kind of had to say like, yep, we love to take everything. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. It's like I don't. How am I supposed to respond to like it's not fair that you're funny and white? It's like, well, we've been doing this for like 8 years, and I failed a lot, and I wasn't funny for a long time, and sometimes I'm still not funny. Like it's not, but
Well, you could just ask her questions.
yeah. That is true.
Like,
that
what
is
do
true.
you mean by that?
Yeah.
Flip it on her. See
Yeah.
if because
It's true.
we're gonna look back 100 years from now and like that's racist, that's
Yeah.
sexist, that's whatever the fuck, homophobic, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, that's fucked up. Like we're human beings. We're all the same species.
Yep.
This whole thing about race is made up.
Yeah, you would never say, "Oh, it's not fair that you're funny because you're black."
Yeah.
That would be like incredibly racist thing to say.
And the people. Don't
I mean,
think
I say
it's,
it all the time, but it's no, I'm just joking. Oh man. Well, we've done a little over an hour here. We'll probably wrap up with one more story. But before we do, I want to do some quick kind of plugs and stuff. Before I do, Luke, anything that you want to like promote, plug, anything like that?
Sure. I wrote up a little breath work. What was it? I'm calling the breath awareness tips and tidbits.
Nice.
I wrote up a little like 20-page write-up on being more aware of your breath and that being a health practice, spiritual practice, being more present. And I'm editing and working on it more, workshopping it, and printed up some copies. And I can also send people
Yeah.
PDF of that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can check me out on Instagram at Luke_Mungo, and I just started posting Mungo Man memes.
I love
Some
that.
funny videos. I
Nice.
changed that one up.
Hell yeah.
Have you ever thought about like selling your breath in a jar to people for money?
What?
You know, like
Maybe
there's
at
some
the
late.
diaper facility.
Yeah.
I feel like that could work. Or to
They
one of these
open the jar, they put it
ecosexuals.
against their cheek, and they go, "Ooh, so
Yeah.
warm."
It's like
Well, you should send the breathing workshop over to Lauren. I keep trying to get her to meditate, and she goes, "I don't need it." I'm like, "You need it."
Sounds like you don't need it.
well, he'll go.
It'll be when you're the most
Sound
stressed.
like you're fully
Yeah.
And I'm
enlightened.
like, all you need to do is just take some really deep breaths
then
and
I go-
meditate for a little while.
Yeah, you go. Take a deep breath. It's okay. And I go.
I'm like, that's not a good
Not
breath.
deep.
Yeah. And that like it's so you could tell it's tense. Everything is tense. There's no relaxation at
It's because
all.
part of me also I have a hard time not joking.
She's unteachable. She
I-
really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your breath training would be lost on me.
Well, it's same with these people that get all offended and shit. It's
Yeah.
like if we just focus on breathing,
Yeah.
we'll all be a lot better off.
Yeah.
Not like you need to take a deep breath, even just like
yeah,
be
that's what
aware of your own breathing patterns because
Yeah.
it affects everything.
I can't even count how many times, like throughout just a week alone, where I have so much going on in my head and it like my stress levels start to rise. I'm snapping at my wife for no reason at all. I'm snapping at friends. I'm angry. I'm stressed. I'm frustrated. And I have to take those breaths or else I'm going to just be like this all day long. And I have to sit down and take a moment and clear everything out. Something that you told me and I've thought about it ever since because I always do this is like it's like a stressful like warm feeling in my stomach and cold water just completely heals it and you can feel it like happen when you drink that cold water. You can feel your body just kind of relax and all of that heat kind of start to cool down. And so I'll do that, lots of cold water and lots of deep breaths, and it just like takes care of it and I'm able to keep going. But I need it a lot and I can't imagine anybody not taking a moment and taking a deep breath. And what kind of person is that in their car on the highway when they someone cuts them off? It's like that's the person that gets out of their car and stabs someone. It's like that's the person, they can't take a breath and they're so pent up that they are that voice in their head, that ego, that whatever it is, that is their identity. That is who they are in that moment. They can't break out of it. It's horrifying. Anyway, that's my spiel about that.
that's his endorsement of Mungo mindfulness.
That's my
Yes.
yeah. What is it? Mungo memes. What was the second account?
Yeah, Mungo Man memes.
Mungo Man memes. I highly recommend.
Yeah, I can send you all this stuff.
I'll put it in the bio. Perfect. Hey there, Crass Wipes. I just want to take a quick moment to tell you about the best way to support Lauren and I and all of Working Crass Podcast, and that is patreon.com/workingcrasspod. We are making some super funny bonus episodes every single week, putting them out there on Patreon. If you want to check them out, go ahead there, patreon.com/workingcrasspod. We would really appreciate the support. It would really, really help us out because we're broke. We don't have any money. If you're not convinced yet, here's a quick clip of one of our latest episodes.
Well, I think it should be addressed. Look, I apologize for having a hole in my sock. This happened today.
You just have your toe sticking out.
This might draw them in. This might say, "Hey, they're like
There's
they're
toe
like,
content over here.
There's toe content. They're
Get
people.
your toe content.
These are salt.
Get your hot fungus toe content.
These are real salt.
Get
of the
your big
earth.
toe here. Get your sock with a hole in it. Right over here. Hot dogs, cold drinks, big toes. So if you like what you see, go head over to patreon.com/workingcrasspod. We got a lot more of it over there. All right, back to the episode. Now, that being said, if any of our listeners are in Chicago at all or in the Chicago area or plan on being in the Chicago area in the month of February whatsoever, Byron and I are doing a lot more live shows. So I'm going to be in this next couple episodes just kind of reading off some of these shows that we're doing. If you want to come see a live comedy show, It's a great blast. Byron and I will be at I.O. Chicago on Wednesday, February 7th at 9 p.m. at a show called Comical Bonding. That already passed. That was a few days ago, Joshua. We will also be at a show on the day that this comes out, so that's not helpful. How about this? Byron and I are going to be at the Thunderdome Anniversary Show at Clash on Clark on Friday, February 16th at 9 p.m. I will be playing solo music at a show called Tight 5 at I.O. Chicago on Sunday, February 18th at 7 p.m. Byron and I will be back at I.O. Chicago on Thursday, February 22nd at 9 p.m. for a show called I.O. Cage Match. And that is the month of February for now. So stay tuned. We have a lot more live shows and everything to do. If you are in the Chicago area, come out and see a show. It's a great time. You're going to have a laugh riot. You're going to love it.
Yeah, and you can catch me out in some parks near some big oak trees with some holes in them, just, feeling my way around nature.
Lauren's been squirting on some sap. You can catch Lauren squirting on sap throughout the month of February. Hey, that should be your. Should you ever do like a stand-up tour? I'd love to. Lauren squirting on sap.
Hey, you never know. Not in this economy. You might find another niche on OnlyFans.
Now, speaking of someone who needs to take a deep breath and calm down, and somebody whose ego has taken over them to the point where they get to an embarrassing situation, I watched this video, and I can't get over how much I've almost been this guy a bunch of times in my life, but I wasn't. And thank God I was able to take a moment and calm down. Many of us men have almost been this guy, okay? This guy works at a Holiday Inn. His customer is kind of chewing him out because, he did something wrong. The guy got mad at his computer when he was checking him out or whatever. So the guy's asking him, hey, why'd you get mad at your computer? Why are you yelling at the computer? Why is this my problem? The guy's kind of antagonizing him, and he does not handle it well. So, again, this is what happens when you don't take a deep breath, okay? Let's take a look.
State? Not really, no. So you want to get mad and hit the computer because you made a mistake? Because your company made a mistake? You want to take it out on me? I'm not taking it out on you. So why did you get mad and hit the computer? Why did you get mad and hit the computer? Because I have not. I'm sure you're on camera, right? Yeah, I am. I'm sure you're on camera. So this is the type of people.
This is a mental breakdown. This is a now, like I said, I have been on the verge of this so many times.
Well, that was a guy who was doing it to himself to keep from doing it to the person filming.
Sure,
I think.
Sure.
He was.
And then
he was raging out.
Chewing him out right afterwards too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is definitely too unhealthy.
Hey, the guy
humans.
can't take a deep breath. He's wearing that mask. He can't even breathe.
Yeah, that's
no
true.
wonder he's on edge.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like breathing through a goddamn coffee straw.
Well, I just feel like if you saw somebody clearly having a bad day and they hit the computer, I would be trying to be like really calm. Be like, it's okay. Sure. It's no big deal.
Trying to prevent a freak out.
De-escalating. Making that guy like not want to kill himself.
Sure. The guy pulled out his phone and started antagonizing him right away.
Why does he care anyway? It's not his fucking computer.
Definitely. 100%.
Come on, guy.
Hey, this is who I feel bad for here is this guy. Because I could see myself doing this still in the future. This could be me at any point in time. Because you just get to that point where you don't know how to proceed and all of the stress of life is pushing on you in all sides. Yeah. And you just fucking hit yourself in the head 9 times and slam your forehead into a computer screen.
Yeah. Well, it's because he wanted to, I think, punch that guy, but he knows that he's going to get big shit if he does that. So just took it out on himself.
Definitely. Let's keep watching because it does get a little worse.
I feel so bad.
Yes, I feel bad for the guy. Lauren, we got to do what we do on this podcast, and that is make fun of unfortunate people. I'm just joking. That's not what we do.
Who the hell working here?
No.
Wow.
Poor guy.
Wow.
You got to be kidding me.
Now, look. You're staying at a hotel.
No heart on this guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Fucking
No.
soulless.
Sure, absolutely. What, the guy behind the counter?
No, the guy filming.
Oh,
The
I
guy's
completely
crying.
disagree. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No, you're right. It is heartless. But put yourself in his shoes. He's staying at this hotel, okay? He's just trying to get a little help. He goes to the front desk. Who else are you going to ask for help, right? You go to the front desk. This is the guy that's supposed to help you. This guy is not capable of helping people, okay? He's on the verge of a mental breakdown. He doesn't need to be behind the desk where customers can come and complain to him. If you have the job where you're at the front desk at a hotel, a busy hotel, then you have to be able to deal with some angry customers potentially. And you have to be able to handle that. That's actually probably a question in the interview. How would you handle an angry customer who has an issue? And the guy goes, I'll do this.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're hired.
Yeah, the face mask doesn't help.
The face
For
mask
sure,
does not help.
Restricts your breathing.
For
big
sure.
time.
For sure. And does that not put you on edge? You know?
Oh, all day.
Yeah.
Every single breath you take, you feeling the fucking fabric choking your mouth and nose.
When we would fly home to Texas during the pandemic and we had to wear masks on the plane, is when my fear of flying for some reason peaked, and all of my like neurotic kind of thoughts of like the plane's going to go down, or like we would hit a little turbulence and I would be like, oh, it's all going to happen. It was real bad. And then after the pandemic, it's slowly gotten a lot better, and I'm better at being on planes. And I realized like that was part of it. Like having a mask on and having my breathing restricted was a part of my stress levels being higher, was a part, like I'm hyperventilating under that thing.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
what
like
it's designed to do.
Yeah.
It's the whatever fabric, whatever chemicals are on the masks too. And then when it shit happened, the whole George Floyd thing, then they're like, I can't breathe. It's like because motherfuckers wearing masks all over the place. And then they, anyway. Maybe this guy is like a George Floyd.
That is
sounds like George Floyd. Sounds like somebody would, commit police brutality against.
Yeah. Anyway, so then he goes to the back room here and starts deeply loud crying. And then, of course, the guy with the camera is like, oh, I gotta go. I gotta
film him.
Wow. Look, I feel bad for the guy, as we all do. But also, could the hotel have made a smarter hiring choice here? Yes, absolutely. I think so, at least, right?
I mean,
or maybe this is just that day for him, you know?
I think it's just that day. It's like he was having a day, then the computer malfunctioned, and that was like the final knife in the coffin, and then this dude starts, egging him on and giving him shit, and he just lost it.
For sure. Yeah.
I bet he's going to get promoted. Or the guy at the camera is going to take his job. It's for inclusivity. Oh, shit. Tucker Carlson interviews Vladdy Pooty. That's pretty cool.
11 million views.
Wow.
In one day. That is nuts. You want to sit down and watch the whole 2 hours? This podcast is
go
about
home
to get wild.
And jerk off to that. I mean, wear a diaper and watch it. Excuse me.
Wearing my diaper, watching Pooty.
I played Vladimir Putin in a sketch for a fucking when I was at Columbia College of all places.
Oh yeah,
they had me play. It was the Vladdy Putin show.
That's
awesome. Like a sketch. It took them like 4 hours because I had long hair like this at the time, and I had to like fucking
put it under a bald
long.
cap.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Did you do a Russian voice?
I did. Yeah.
Can you give us a sample?
Hello, Vladimir Putin. Hey, I talked to Tucker Carlson. How I'm going to kill all the Nazis in Ukraine. But they said they are not Nazis. But they convince all the white people, Americans, to stand with Ukraine in their lawn. But then they don't realize they are associating with criminals and rapists and pedophiles.
I got to take a shit.
I had to take a shit. I'm Vic Putin.
Vic Putin.
Vic Putin. Vladimir's my father, my padre. He's my padre, okay? I have to go home and take a shit. I'm in the green room at the Tucker Carlson show. I had to take a shit. And this goddamn guy's yelling at me because I fucked up his computer. He calls it the computing.
I hope that's the translation because they'll have like a translator giving.
Oh yeah.
Trans now, translator.
Yeah.
Oh man. All
Yeah.
right. Well, with that, I think we should sign off because it's not getting better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in. Thank you, Luke, for joining us. We really appreciate it. Great job. Great show. Tune in next week.
No, what did we learn?
Oh my God. We still have to do that. We took some time off so that you would forget about
No.
that part of the show.
No, that's our signature.
All right.
It's the
fine.
thing people know us for. It's the thing that people.
What people?
Those people.
Those people.
Those colored people with their skin colors of white and white.
Well, Luke, we'll start with you. What did you learn today?
I learned that we could have taken all this money from Ukraine and opened up at least 4 to 5 diaper retreat centers.
That is true. We could have helped a lot of people. Poo-poo,
Yeah.
poo-poo in their diapers.
Putin in their diaper wipies. No, what did I actually learn? I don't know. It was a lot of weird inverted sexual showcasing the trauma of just humanity.
Yeah, we really saw the dregs today, didn't we?
Yeah.
I like it. That's what I like, Lauren. You know that I like to highlight the dregs of society.
Yeah.
Lauren, what did you learn today?
I learned that I think we've gotten too comfortable as a society.
Yeah.
Like we've reached a point where we're just so comfortable that we don't have real problems. So we have to start opening up diaper spas and going out and touching the trees inappropriately without their consent.
Calling out peanut butter commercials.
Taping poor, check-in desk workers at hotels and pushing them over the brink.
That guy's got problems.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
he has.
We do have real problems.
No,
but
for sure.
We're focusing on things that are not problems.
Yeah.
For
because
sure.
we're retarded.
Yes.
We've been retarded by the forces
Sure.
that be or whatever.
I love retarded as a verb too. I've been retarded. I love.
I mean,
love
it's
saying
true.
that. Yeah.
We've
for
all
sure.
been retarded like that. I'm trying to detard people. That's why I come on this show. To detard the people.
You come in here and detard them, and then we have Byron on the show, and he retards them again.
Yeah, it's kind of counterintuitive. It's good that Byron wasn't here, I guess.
You gotta have a mix of both, really.
It's a balance, you
right,
know?
the scales.
Right. So you know about astrology.
Yeah.
That's Libra.
Yeah.
I learned all about astrology today, but I also learned that Lauren will not air her mommy's dirty laundry.
No, it won't.
And it just
No, it won't.
folks, if you're listening, man, you missed out on a story. I mean, it was a classic, a sitcom, mix 'em up fucking story. It's like it could have been an episode of The Cosby Show. It's perfect. I love it.
I feel like
nobody
it would
will
be
ever hear it.
perfect if you ended it, because it's like the perfect cliffhanger. We started with the idea of it, and then now
And now we've ended, and Lauren will never reveal it.
I
Her
will
lips
never.
are
it's gonna be
sealed.
like the
Never.
biggest case of blue balls for everybody, mentally and emotionally. If you
If
don't,
you want
Well,
That's-
go
if-
fuck a tree.
If you
fine.
Go.
if you want that story, you're gonna have to send me to Guantanamo.
What if someone signs up for the reptilian Crass?
Hey, will you tell the story for $100?
They're gonna be so disappointed at how non-climactic that story is.
I will probably climax.
We're gonna log off here so that we can tell Luke this story. But for those of you listening, suck it. All right, thanks for listening. We love you, and tune in next week. Take care. Goodbye.
Peace.